Most people think stock trading is a science. It's actually much like a retail business. There's an essay that we have on the OEX Options website, and that we'll also be sharing in other websites that we own, about how options are like fruit. And I'd like to share with you what I learned many years ago that I think might be most appropriate for you as traders to understand how to think. You have to be a fruit vendor to trade options. What stocks are, or options are, they're simple inventory, and owning them is just like having your own wholesale distribution company. So I'd like you to imagine for a moment that you're a fruit vendor, and you're out in the morning with your pickup truck, and you're ready to go buy from the wholesaler a number of different fruits that you're planning to sell that day. So you'll pick apples, oranges, raisins, grapes, whatever fruit that you're thinking of buying. You're buying it for sale that day or within a 2 or a 3 day time period. Every morning you buy the best fruit you can. You try to sell it that day for the top price. If you hold the fruit overnight, you know that you'll have some loss, there'll be some spoilage. And as the fruit ages, you'll know that it'll lose much of its value. Now let's think about that in relation to an option. Every morning you buy the best option that you can. You try to sell it that day for the top price. If you hold the option overnight, there's a chance that it'll go down or time erode in value. As the option ages, it'll lose much of its value, just like a banana, just like fruit. As the fruit vendor, you want to get the best price for the fruit that you bought it for, plus a markup. You want to profit on what you bought. You know that some fruit's more in demand, and you know that some fruit is less in demand. Your goal is to sell all, no matter what, by the day end. Now, if you're a fruit vendor, your goal is to sell it all because you know it'll spoil going overnight. You know your risk will increase. You'll probably still hold some inventory, but your goal as you start the day is to sell it off. Experienced fruit vendors hope to make good money on 3 of every 5 pieces of fruit that they own and that they're selling. Let me repeat that. They want to own 3 to 5 pieces of fruit and profit on 3 of them. It's just like option trading. So let's back up. You want to get the best price for what you're buying. You know that your option when you buy it will be potentially more in demand at some times or less in demand depending on how the market moves. And your goal is to sell it as quickly as you can. As you trade through the day, remember that if you're a fruit vendor, you might get a few more pennies for the bananas at a certain time of the day, and you might get a few less pennies. You might realize during the day that you have too many bananas and not enough oranges. You might find out that kiwi isn't selling well. Just because some little old lady came by one day earlier and bought kiwi, you knew that it might not be smart for you to have too much kiwi, and you knew that you're only going to get so much of a price. You don't want to have decaying fruit. So think of your bananas, your oranges, and your kiwi. It's a put and a call, or it's 3 different strike points that you have towards the OEX or any other index option, and your goal is to buy it well, hold it, move it out quickly, and end the day driving your truck away with no fruit in the truck.